Hi guys, so I think we're in winter now because look how dark it is. It is 1:30. What's this all about? I mean, I know I'm not standing or sitting directly in front of a window, but it's pretty dark in my living room right now. So prepare yourself for months ahead of me complaining about lighting because I know you guys love that so much. So today's video is going to be an empties. I have collected a jangly bag of empties. I've cheated slightly because I have two things in here that are very, very almost used up. Oh, and one thing that managed to get in here that shouldn't have. But the rest of the stuff I have used up. I think the reason is I've lost some stuff because of the move, and even after the move I know that stuff came with me and it was in the bedroom, and then I moved the bedroom around completely. I just have boxes of stuff now that I'm not sure why or where it belongs. Moving house sucks because you don't know where anything belongs. That's basically it. Everything's just a mess all the time until you totally settle on where something's going to be. I think what I'm probably going to do is bring all of my makeup downstairs because right now it's like, it's here, it's there. It just makes sense to bring it all downstairs, but the actual thought of doing that is a little bit stressful because there's so much stuff. So I'll do that at some point and hopefully I'll find the other things that I wanted to talk about. But for now, I'm just going to pull things out and talk about them. I don't think it could be an empties video without one of these because I pretty much go through this all the time. It's my favourite deodorant. Do you have a favourite deodorant? I also feel like we have this conversation every time I make this video. I'm really fussy about deodorant. Can't be scented. I'd rather have a man's deodorant than a scented woman's deodorant because they smell like powder. I just don't like them, ever. And so this is my favourite deodorant, the Right Guard Unscented, the purple one. I have found other Right Guard ones since that are very bland, like unoffensive kind of scents, but that's still my favourite. It's the one I always look for. And it goes in and out of stock, like sometimes you can't find it for ages and it comes back. Something you will not be surprised if you watch my videos frequently about is this, and I have repurchased this. It's the Balance Me Daily Essentials Cleanse and Smooth Face Balm. It is amazing. The best facial cleanser that I have ever used. I do also quite like the Steam Clean Balm. I've been using a little pot of that sporadically over the last month because I've been going places. I don't go anywhere ever. I'm a stay-at-home blogger is what I like to say. You have kind of the social bloggers that go here, there and everywhere and are always at events and things, but my lifestyle doesn't really suit that. I live a long way from London, I have kids, I'm married, I'm kind of settled, and so I can't just kind of like run off and do things. And I've done more things this month than potentially ever before in my blogging career. And so I've been kind of staying away and doing stuff, and I've had to rely on some little sample sizes that I had, and that's one of them. The Steam Clean is brilliant. That's kind of how I tend to find a lot of my skincare products, is by trying these mini samples while I'm away from home. Because I'm not super excited about skincare a lot of the time, and you don't see an instant, it's not like a lipstick, you don't see an instant result. And so I tend to give up before really it could do something great, which is actually brings me nicely onto the next product. But this is definitely, it's £20, it's expensive, but you don't need a lot of it. I probably use more than you need. And it's like a real thick balm. It feels slightly gritty, but it melts into your skin. It's just so nice. If you want to spend a little bit more on a cleanser, I would highly recommend this one. The product that I previously was a bit meh about, I didn't think it really was all that, and there's so much hype surrounding it, which never helps for me, because if someone tells me it's amazing, and enough bloggers say it's amazing, I think sponsored. And that's me. I can't imagine what a regular viewer would think, because I'm already suspicious. If so many people say this is just the most amazing product, I just think they've all been paid to say that. Which is ridiculous, because some products really are just that great, but I'm just really cynical. Which is why I try to be as open with you guys as possible. I totally appreciate that you guys will be watching some of my reviews thinking whatever, and I get that. I totally understand, and you should probably take all reviews with a pinch of salt because we all come from a different place when we're reviewing something. But just for those, wondering, or those newer viewers, I would never be paid to say something is great. I would be paid to make a video, no problem, but I'll never tell you it's great if it's not. And I am the most cynical person, so if enough people say it's great, I just genuinely think that it's not. And it takes me a really long time to try things that are majorly hyped, and then I will try them and I'll just give them such a hard time. I'm not fair on them, and this is one of those things. It's the Effaclar Duo. People raved about this, and I used it sporadically and just thought, it's okay, whatever. And then when I started to use it daily, or nightly rather. I use it as my kind of moisturiser. So I'm quite oily and I don't like to have too much, I don't like too heavy a moisturiser. My skin is quite dehydrated, but it is really oily. So I want something that's not going to dry out my skin, the opposite, but I don't want something heavy. So I was using this as my nightly moisturiser, and when I ran out very, very recently, I realised it was doing something great for my skin. It was definitely controlling oil during the day. It was doing something for my pores. Suddenly overnight, my pores seemed to be enlarged and clogged and awful as soon as I stopped using this. And so this was actually doing something, and I have another tube of this now, and I really, really recommend it. Recently, I waxed my upper lip. These are the things we do. I waxed my upper lip. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning, I couldn't sleep, and I'm like, what shall I'll wax my top lip. It's probably a smart thing to do. And so that's what I did. And I didn't have any facial wax strips. So in my infinite wisdom, super tired at that time of night, I cut up a regular like body wax strip. I think it was a little bit harsh. My top lip's still a little bit numb to touch. This was a week and a half ago, so I don't think that's normal. Don't do that, I wouldn't recommend it. The Nair strips are my favourites for body and for facial hair, but seriously, I can still feel the effects of the wax strip. So don't use body wax strips on your face. I know that sounds like a really simple thing, and you guys obviously don't do that anyway, but don't, because it's not a good idea. So I used it the next day, totally fine. I used my witch hazel tea tree stick immediately afterwards, which I always do because it helps to prevent those breakouts. But the day after that, oh my god, I had just the most humongous rash all over my face. And it was kind of a bad time because I had to be at a conference all day where I was like stood talking to people. It wasn't excellent timing at all. And then 2 days later, I had to do a shoot for something, which I've never done a photo shoot before. Don't be fooled. Don't be thinking that's like, oh, you know, la-di-da, look how great. I've never done anything like that before. I was scared to death. It was actually quite a cool experience, but I was definitely like a secondary character there. I didn't feel at home, not comfortable doing those kind of things, but I had this thing to do, and because I'd never done it before, I was like building it up in my mind as this huge thing, and I thought, oh my god, it's going to just give me, and it's like skincare as well, was the shoot. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to have this huge rash all over my face, and this was the initial thinking behind waxing my upper lip, was I had this skincare shoot at the end of the week, and then it would all go away by then, and it was just getting worse and worse. Anyway, when I got home, I used this, overnight it was all gone. Now, I've never actually experienced that with regular, because I tend to get like hormonal breakouts and just one big spot on the middle of my face somewhere. I don't get lots and lots of pimples. And the one big spot, this never seems to touch, which I think is why I'd kind of put it in my, doesn't really do anything drawer. But I think if you do suffer from general, just pimples, like little breakouts here and there, little lots and lots of them, I think this could be amazing. If you haven't tried this, give it a go, because this now I would never be without, because it did that one thing that one time. Brilliant. Plus the whole pore situation. But I can tell you this actually did do something overnight. So I now totally believe the hype when it comes to that. Another cleanser that I have in here, which I think, have I finished it? I'm very, very nearly finished it, is Let the Good Times Roll. I have repurchased this one. This is a good one for empties. These empties are empties I don't want to be without, because I have purchased them since. Let the Good Times Roll, one of my all-time favourite cleansers. It's from Lush. This is what I use when I don't have makeup on. So I use the Balance Me because it's great for removing lots of eye makeup. Whereas this one, if I want to clean my face in the morning and I'm intending not to put any makeup on, if I want to pamper myself, re-moisturise, put a serum on or something for the day, I'll use this. Or I'll use this at night when I haven't got any makeup on. Or occasionally, I'll get in at like 4 or 5 o'clock, take off my makeup, and then when I come to have a bath or a shower, I want to clean my face again and feel really, really clean, and that's when I'll use this. You know, after a face wipe or something, when I really, really want to cleanse. So the smell of this, I know I've gone on and I've bored you to tears. Just go and smell it. It smells amazing. It smells like Christmas is what it smells like. Another Lush product that I'm very, very nearly out of. I have like, bear in mind it's like a lotion. There we go. I'm nearly out of this. I'm just not sure about the smell of this. I think it's jasmine. Jasmine or just like rose? I don't know. Oh, we use fresh rose. It must be that. Oh, I didn't just say jasmine as well. Something about this, I don't love the smell of it. I wish it smelled like something else, but I'm not a floral kind of person. It's got ylang ylang in it as well, which I always love the name of ylang ylang. Ylang ylang. That sounds super northern. Ylang ylang. It's called Lovely Jubblies. Basically, it's a breast firming cream is the idea. Now, whether it actually does anything in that area, I have no idea. I did use it, initially I was using it nightly. I didn't see any like, wow, kind of. That being said, I don't feel like I'm at the stage yet where I feel like I need something to give me an instant lift. But it does make my skin feel so smooth. I've used this on my arms, I've used it on my chest, my neck, all that, you know, body area. If I wanted to use it on my legs as a special treat, I would, but it's expensive for a very, very small pot, so I probably wouldn't. But arms and chest, amazing. My skin never ever felt as soft as when I used this. It's definitely a special occasion thing because it's expensive. I don't know exactly how much it was. I feel like 8, 10, 12. Please someone tell me. It just wasn't cheap is all I know for the amount that you get. But if you want a treat and you want something that's gonna make you feel super smooth and just, I've never ever have used anything as nice as this. It doesn't compare, nothing compares to how nice this makes my skin feel. I use a nail polish remover. I don't really know why I keep this because I have nothing to say about it. It's a nail polish remover. This one was Sally Hansen regular polish remover. I don't know why I have a Sally Hansen polish remover. I would have thought that would be a really expensive one. It didn't do anything like to write home about, obviously. And then lastly, I have the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. I have repurchased this as well. I just like it, I'm sorry. It smells amazing. Not everyone likes the smell, definitely love hate, but I love it. Still has the smell. It's strange, like a herbally minty kind of smell. I just love the smell so much. And again, it's kind of like the same thing with the Roche Posay stuff, the Effaclar Duo. Initially, I thought I was just using it for the smell, and as soon as I stopped using it, I noticed that my skin was worse. Now, whether or not that means that I've become acclimatized to it and that's actually making my skin worse and making my skin dependent on it, I don't know. Like, it could just be like my skin becomes so dependent on the alcohol, and then when I stop using it, it's kind of going back to normal. I don't know. Lots of theories out there about this product, but I just like it. I don't use it every single day. I use this one. I now have the Botanics one that I quite like, the Rose Water I think it's called, that I like as well. This is just, I don't know. It's a bit of a treat, a bit of a luxury, but I do like it and I will probably repurchase it time and time again. So that is it. That's everything in my empties for this month, or this couple of months. I don't know how long ago I did an empties, but for this period of time, that's my empties. I'm hoping the next empties that I do, it will be just like full on winter. I'm hoping for snow. If it's snowing, I will film with the snow outside, so you won't be able to see me at all. I'll just be like a silhouette and it'll just be snow. Maybe we'll film outside. That would be fun. I'll sit in the snow and we'll film an empties and I'll be like, have you used this thing? No, probably don't do that. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.